Hello students, welcome back to the class. Today also we are going to see about chapter 2 polynomials. You guys might be thinking why this chapter is not at all ending, right? What to do guys, the concepts are more here. So we have to go with more number of parts. So please cooperate with me and follow the class. Okay, so what were we discussing in the previous part? About algebraic identities. So, how many identities we have discussed previously? 4. So, today we are going to discuss about fifth identity. So, what is the fifth identity? Let's see here. A fifth identity is x plus y plus z the whole square is equal to x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx. Now let's see how did we get this identity. See here, instead of this x plus y, substitute t. So what will we get? T plus z the whole square. Already we have studied the first identity, right? X plus y the whole square. Apply it here. Then we will get t square plus 2 into t into z plus z square. And our next step is, instead of the t, we have to substitute x plus y. So we will get x plus y the whole square plus 2 into x plus y into z plus z square. Now, see the step clearly. We are having x plus y the whole square. So, apply first identity here. Then, our next step will be x square plus 2xy plus y square plus 2xz plus 2yz plus z square. Now, rearrange the terms. We will get x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx. Hope you guys are clear in your fifth identity. Now let's discuss few problems based on this fifth identity. Come, let's move to the sum. Example 19 of your NCERT book. Expand 3a plus 4b plus 5c the whole square. So here, instead of x you are having 3a, and instead of y you are having 4b, and instead of z you are having 5c. What is our fifth identity? X plus y plus z the whole square is equal to x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx. Just apply the values of x, y, z in the formula. We will get 3a the whole square plus 4b the whole square plus 5c the whole square plus 2 into 3a into 4b plus 2 into 4b into 5c plus 2 into 5c into 3a. Now, what is 3a the whole square? 9a square. And what is 4b whole square? 16b square. And 5c the whole square is 25c square. And 2 into 3a is 6a. And 6a into 4b is 24ab. 2 into 4b is 8b. 8b into 5c is 40bc. 2 into 5c is 10c. And 10c into 3a is 30ac. So, our next step is 9a the whole square plus 16b square plus 25c square plus 24ab plus 40bc plus 30ac. So, we have expanded the given sum. Now, let's move to the next sum. Exercise 2.5, fourth question, fifth subdivision. Expand minus 2x plus 5y minus 3z the whole square. See here we are having negative numbers. We have discussed identity 5 for all positive integers. Now here we are having what? Negative numbers. So how to do this sum? We have to do like the previous sum. Here instead of x we are having minus 2x, and instead of y we are having plus 5y, and instead of z we are having minus 3z. So the given algebraic expression can be written as minus 2x plus 5y plus minus 3z the whole square. Now substitute in the fifth identity. We will get minus 2x the whole square plus 5y the whole square plus minus 3z the whole square plus 2 into minus 2x into 5y plus 2 into 5y into minus 3z plus 2 into minus 3z into minus 2x. Now what is minus 2x the whole square? Plus 4x square, and 5y square is 25y square. Minus 3z the whole square is 9z the whole square. 2 into minus 2x is minus 4x. Now minus 4x into 5y is minus 20xy. Then 2 into 5y is 10y. 10y into minus 3z is minus 30yz. The next one is 2 into minus 3z is minus 6z. Minus 6z into minus 2x is plus 12zx. So our next step is 4x square plus 25y square plus 9z square minus 20xy minus 30yz plus 12zx. Hope you guys are clear now. Now let's move to the next sum. Exercise 2.5, fifth question. Factorize 2x square plus y square plus 8z square minus 2 root 2xy plus 4 root 2yz minus 8xz. On seeing this question, can you relate with any identity? Yes. Which identity? Fifth identity. Now we have to factorize this, right? So compare it with what? Fifth identity. See here, in fifth identity we are having all the terms in positive. Here in the given question we are having two negative terms, that is minus 2 root 2 xy term and minus 8xz term. See the terms clearly. Minus 2 root 2 xy is a product of x term and y term, right? So either x term should be negative or y term should be negative. In minus 8xz term, either x term should be negative or z term should be negative. In both the terms, x is common. So only the possibility is x term should be negative. So what is our x term? 2x the whole square, right? 2 is a square value of root 2. So our first term will be minus root 2x the whole square. Why? Because our x term is what? Negative. We have seen, right? So our first term is minus root 2x the whole square. Then y square can be written as plus y square. Then 8z square. 8 is a square value for 2 root 2. On squaring 2 root 2, we will get 4 into 2, that is equal to 8. So our third term will be 2 root 2 is that the whole square. So what is our first term? Minus 2 root 2x the whole square plus y square plus 2 root 2 is that the whole square. Now comparing with the identity, we have got x square plus y square plus z square terms. Now the next terms will be 2 into minus root 2x into y plus 2y into 2 root 2z plus 2 into minus root 2x into 2 root 2z. If you multiply means you will get the same answer as you have given in the question. So what is your x value? Minus root 2 x and y value is same y and z value is 2 root 2 z. So our next step is minus root 2x plus y plus 2 root 2z the whole square, which in turn can be written as minus root 2x plus y plus 2 root 2z into minus root 2x plus y plus 2 root 2z. We have factorized the given algebraic expression. Now let's move to the next one, that is identity number 6. First, let's see how did we got this identity. So, x plus y the whole cube. How can we write this? X plus y into x plus y the whole square. Here, instead of x plus y the whole square, substitute identity 1 on multiplying binomial by what? Trinomial. We will get x cube plus 2x square y plus xy square plus x square y plus 2xy square plus y cube. So, on adding the similar terms, we will get x cube plus 3x square y plus 3xy square plus y cube. So, this is our sixth identity, that is x plus y the whole cube is equal to x cube plus 3x square y plus 3xy square plus y cube. This can also be written as x cube plus y cube plus 3 into xy into x plus y. So, our seventh identity is x minus y the whole cube, which is equal to x cube minus 3x square y plus 3xy square minus y cube. This can also be written as x cube minus y cube minus 3xy into x minus y. So now you guys can take a note and check it whether you are getting x minus y the whole cube is equal to x cube minus 3x square y plus 3xy square minus y cube by multiplying the terms. Only if you guys practice the identities in your note, it will be easy for you to apply in the sums. Hope you guys will do this without fail. Now let's discuss few sums based on these two identities. Exercise 2.5, sixth sum, third subdivision. Write 3 by 2 into x plus 1 the whole cube in the expanded form. So which identity we have to use here? Sixth identity, that is x plus y the whole cube is equal to x cube plus 3x square y plus 3xy square plus y cube. Here, what is your x value? 3 by 2 into x and your y value is 1. Now substitute in the identity. We will get 3 by 2 into x the whole cube plus 3 into 3 by 2 into x the whole square into 1 plus 3 into 3 by 2 into x into 1 plus 1 cube. So what is 3 by 2 into x the whole cube? 3 cube is 27 and 2 cube is 8. So our answer will be 27 by 8 x cube. And 3 into 3 by 2 into x the whole square. What is 3 by 2 into x the whole square? 9 by 4 into x square. So 3 into 9 by 4 into x square will give 27 by 4 into x square. And next term is 3 into 3 by 2 into x into 1 square. That is equal to 9 by 2 into x. And the last term is 1. So our next step will be 27 by 8 x cube plus 27 by 4 x square plus 9 by 2 into x plus 1. So we have expanded the given algebraic expression using suitable identity. Now let's move to the next sum. Example 23 of your NCERT book. Evaluate 999 cube using suitable identities. So we have to find the cube of 999 without actually multiplying. So how to do this? Same as we did for square values, right? So this 999 can be written as 1000 minus 1. So 999 cube can be written as 1000 minus 1 the whole cube. This is of which format? I mean which identity? X minus y the whole cube. What is x minus y the whole cube? X cube minus y cube minus 3xy into x minus y. Here your x value is 1000 and y value is 1. Substitute the values in the given identity. Then we will get 1000 cube minus 1 cube minus 3 into 1000 into 1 into 1000 minus 1. So what is 1000 cube? That will be 100 crore. That is, in 1000 you are having 3 zeros, right? So on taking cube, the zeros will be tripled. That is, 3 zeros means on taking cube you will get 9 zeros. And the next value is 1 cube. What is 1 cube? 1. And 3 into 1000 is 3000 into 1000 minus 1 is how much? 999. So our next step will be 100 crore minus 1 minus 29,97,000. Now subtract the values and our answer will be 99 crore 70 lakh 2,999. That's it guys. Our session ends here. Copy all these sums in your classwork note. And for homework, take page number 49 in your NCERT Max book. 4th question, 5th question, 6th question and 7th question. In these 4 questions, except the underlined sums, write all the remaining sums in your homework note. And next, you will be receiving one worksheet guys. So, do all the sums in your worksheet in paper and file it properly. In your worksheet, 13, 14 and 15th question models will be discussed in next part. So don't get any confusion guys. Hope my instructions are very clear to you. We'll meet you all in the next part. Until then, take care.